Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Myself Vignesh Anand. In this video, we are going to see about the types of air circuit breaker. There are four types of air circuit breaker. One is plain break or a break blast air circuit breaker. Next is magnetic blowout type of air circuit breaker. Next, air clutch or air brake circuit breaker, and last one is air blast circuit breaker. So in this video, we will see by each of the type. First, plain break type of air circuit breaker. This is a commonly used air circuit breakers for your low voltage systems. So the air circuit breaker plain break type of air circuit breaker uses the main points of contacts, which is in the shape of two horns, and the arc of this circuit breaker extends from one tip to another. So this kind of circuit breakers is also known as a cross blast circuit breaker. Then the arrangement of these can be done through a chamber, which means a or clutch, which is surrounded by a contacts, which is your main and auxiliary contacts. The chamber of the arc clutch helps in achieving cooling, and it is made up of refractory materials. Then the air clutch contains wall inside, and it is separated into a two small compartment using metallic separation plates. These plates are splitted where each compartment will work as a mini arc clutches. So the arc will be divided into a sequence of arcs so that the arc voltage will become higher as compared with the system voltage. These are used in our low voltage systems. Next, coming up to magnetic blowout type of air circuit breaker. These air circuit breakers are used in your capacity voltage of level up to 11 kV. So the extension of the arc can get by the magnetic field produced by the current in the blowout coil. So working wise, this kind of air circuit breakers provide a magnetic control over the arc momentum to create an arc extension in the device. So this extension can be controlled through a magnetic field that is supplied by the flow of current within the blowout coils. So the connection of the blowout coil can be done in series through the circuit being distributed. So let us see with a small explanation of a diagram for this magnetic blowout coil. So as I said, the stationary, which means the moving and the fixed coil are there, and the blowout coils are connected in series with these coils. Then arc horns and arc clutches, which means the arc splitters, are at the top of these magnetic blowout ACBs. So whenever the current flows, the magnetic blowout coils will be in polarity, which means the same polarity to the flow of current. So by this way, the magnetic field get induced, and by that the arc extension will be happened. Next, coming up to arc clutch type or air brake type circuit breakers. The main contacts are usually made up of copper and conducts a current in a closed path. The air clutch ACBs have a low contact resistance and also silver packed. The arcing contacts are solid, resistance to heat, and are made up of copper alloys. This circuit breaker includes a two kind of contacts like main and auxiliary or arcing contacts. So the designation of the main contacts can be done by the copper as well as the silver plates, which will have a less resistance and conducts the full current while the breaker is closed. Other type like arcing contacts or auxiliary contacts are designed with a copper alloy because they should have a heat resistance. uh, because the main theme is that while closing, our arcing contacts will make first and our main contacts will make next, while at the time of opening, our main contacts will opens first and our arcing contacts will opens next. So in this case, the arcing contacts plays a virtual role while at the time of closing and opening of your breaker. Then coming up to working principle, when the fault occurs, the main contacts are separated first and the current is shifted to the arcing contacts. Now the contacts are separate and the arc is drawn between them. This arc is forced upward by the electromagnetic force and thermal action. So the arc ends travel along the arc runner. So the arc moves upward and it splits by the arc splitter plates. So the arc is extinguished by the lengthening and cooling the splitter likewise. So this is the example of your uh, air brake circuit breaker. So as I said, when the contacts are closed, current will pass. When the contacts will open, the ionized gases will be in between them, they will get ionized and the arc quenching will happen. Next, coming up to construction wise, it has a seven consecutive parts as like our acb. In here we have taken a two condition, one as a closed condition, another one as a open condition. First one is your main contact, second is your arcing contact, then the arcing rising in the direction of the arrow, which means as shown in the arrow, the arc get induced, then arc gets split. Fourth one is your arc gets splitted, that's also shown. Then fifth is your arc splitter plates. Sixth is your current carrying terminals, which means the input and the output terminals. Then seventh one is your arc runners. So these are the main construction parts which are used in your air brake type of circuit breakers. Next, coming up to our air blast circuit breaker. So this air blast circuit breaker uses a compressed air or a gas as the arc interrupting medium. In this air blast circuit breaker, compressed air are stored in your tank, which is at the bottom, and released through a nozzle to produce a high velocity jet. This is used in your extension the arc. Next, it is used in your high voltage systems like 240 kV and up to 420 kV, because in that the breaker requires a quick operation, which means quick tripping, and also the arc should be extinguished within a few seconds. So this air blast circuit breakers will be used in that cases. Then working principle, the air blast circuit breaker needs a additional compressed air system which supplies air to the air receivers. So when the opening air is required, compressed air is admitted to the arc extension chamber. It pushes away the moving contacts. By doing this, the contacts are pulled apart and the air blast moves away from the ionized gases. Along with these, extinction may be happened. So normally the compressed air, it may be a hydrogen, nitrogen, or a carbon dioxide, and also some of the ionizing gases. So it will be in a compressed state only. So coming up to the advantage of your air blast circuit breakers, it is a fire hazard free, which means a fire hazard cannot be caused. The speed of the breaker is very high. Next, arc quenching is faster throughout the operation of the breaker. The arc duration is similar for all the values of the current distributions. Once the arc duration is less, so less amount of heat can be realized from the arc to contacts. Therefore, the contact serves the more lifetime. As I said, the lifetime is higher means automatically our maintenance charges will be reduced. So because of this speed operation and also high reliability, this maintenance will be reduced. And there are different types of air blast circuit breakers, which are axial blast, or next one is radial blast, and last one is your cross blast. So one of the main disadvantages is that uh, this air blast circuit breakers, if used for your low voltage system, means the cost wise, the cost will be very much higher than your uh, oil or a vacuum circuit breakers. These are the main structure of your air blast circuit breaker. So commonly it consists of a air extension chamber. Next is your current carrying conductor. Next is your hollow insulated, and following by the valves which the gases or compressed airs will be thrown or flows while at the time of arc quenching time. Then at the bottom, air reservoirs will be placed. So this is the main internal structural parts of your air blast circuit breaker. As I said, internal, and which means input and the output terminals will be placed, and the at the bottom the air receivers will be there. Fixed contacts and the movable contacts will be placed, and also the arcing contacts will be inside your, which means it will be inside your fixed and the movable contacts. The arcing contacts will be placed. Next, the springs for your charging of your coils. Next, piston, uh, in which the movement will be happened, and closing and opening of your operations will be happened. Next, exhaust valve will be placed at the top. Then coming up to the next is your types of your air blast circuit breakers. There are three types, as I said: air blast, cross blast, radial blast. So the arc direction and your air pressure or the arcing medium, how it flows, the directions are being shown. So these are all the basic things or explanations done for your air blast circuit breakers, air circuit breakers, plain circuit breakers, magnetic blowout, and air brake circuit breakers. Hope you understand. I think so. Have a nice day. Nandri, vanakkam.